Good morning, Beau. Good morning. Well, it's Wednesday, 1 April 2026. Time is 6:15 a.m. and the climate is 44 degrees Fahrenheit and 100% humidity. We're out here with Beau this morning, starting the morning poop walk. I'll be interested to see what does come out of Beau's bowels this morning, as I am every morning. Yesterday afternoon, around 3:40 p.m. was her last bowel movement, and it was a nice one, as they all are usually. Well, we've passed the normal poop spot, so the guess here is Beau doesn't have to go as bad as she normally would at this time in the morning. Oh, never mind. Well, the first poop of the day is in the bag. Well, for the first time in over a week, we're doing the diagonal off-leash protocols. We haven't seen the coyote out here in a week. I do want to try to keep Beau a little close though. I guess the only way I can do that is by speeding up myself. No, I didn't feel good about that plan of attack there. It's just a tad too early. We're in the golden hour, which is defined as the half hour before and after sunrise and sunset. It's the best time for doctography when the sun's out. However, the first part of the golden hour is hazardous because of the coyotes. And it's funny, we've been out here for many years and we haven't seen the coyote out here in about 2 years, but he come back. What, Beau, 2 weeks ago? 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we've been living in fear for that period of time. All right, now we're moving through the wood section, allowing Beau to move freely. We expect to run into Rudy and his handlers pretty soon. That usually will keep Beau on the path. She is, with all the treats she's hand-fed at a continuous basis out here. When we do meet up with Rudy's handlers, make sure mission statement driven. Yeah, there's a light coming through the woods. An unnecessary light at this hour, but it's like a treat beacon for Beau. It's making her move. Yeah, that looks to be Rudy. Yeah. Okay, the handlers discovered this. Put a light on that, April. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me get the light better.
Don't do it, Beau. That looks like horse poop. The texture and the size. Okay.
I don't see any hay.
No. A grain-fed horse.
Yeah, we were just saying we haven't seen any horses out
The
here.
ladies were just saying they hadn't seen any horses out here. But there's signs, horse signs. We did cover it up with a couple giant logs, but as I was fetching a log, I let my guard down. And one of these two dogs, I'm not going to say which, but Tom Lanslett will know which. Well, she enjoyed a little snack before I was able to see what was going on. There's nothing quite as stomach curdling as a golden retriever snack. Well, no, there is. Actually, what's worse than horse poop is a California latrine. So let's think about that for a minute. And if I was an entrepreneur, I would make horse poop flavored dog snacks and sell like, almost said hotcakes, they'd sell like a horse poop to a golden retriever. Now, for the record, I'm remembering again every year, April 1st, April Fool's Day, known in the West, is actually April's birthday, which is fitting. If you're a lady that lives with a dog like Rudy, I'm not saying necessarily you'd have to be a fool, obviously, actually, on the contrary. I don't know what I'm saying here. Except for it's April's birthday. And it's April's Fool's Days. We don't think the horses come this way. We think they come that way, under the bridge and such. So we're gonna, this morning we're gonna do the loop. We do it about once a month. And all these sons of bitches driving to work. Well, neither dog took any water, which is exasperating because I'm hauling this water for these dogs. But it's okay, because it's always good to see Rudy in the morning. Hazards here are there's a dead animal up on the right in the trees. There's 2 or 3 holes in the fence. And then the coyote, he come from this area a couple weeks ago. Probably goose poop that Beau's searching for there, I would guess. And the greatest hazard would be the cyclists. Cyclists are a proud breed. They own the road, and they own the paths, and they own the trails. They have a special right that supersedes the right of walkers and drivers and such. Has been our experience. Maybe the dogs will take water here the Indian way, right out of the asphalt puddle. No, they must not be thirsty. That's what the dead animal was about 9 months ago that Rudy explored with. I think it's long gone. We can stop considering that a hazard. That's the first migrant crossing hole. In the fence. Now, April went to the city of Richland to see if they could sort that out, and they said no. It's the Washington State Department of Transportation. So then she went to WDOT, or is it WDOT? I don't know. And I'd be damned. This is why we pay taxes, kind audience. It only took 2 years. But look at that. Probably took, I'm guessing, $25,000, $30,000, but it got done. That's why we love government. Seriously? Another new section. This is why we love the government. I can't believe this. The government should feed us. They should house us. They should clothe us. They should take large amounts of money for us and give it to insurance companies. Governments are great. I'm just so shocked. That's a little bit of sarcasm. I apologize for that, but it's shocking to me. We're going to let that one lie where it is in nature. If a horse can poop out here, so can Rudy. Yeah, not a whole lot of action this morning from these two. Interesting. Well, I'm back from my fitness journey, 30% toward my annual goal. Looks like Beau did enjoy quite a nice little power nap. She looks snug and a little damp from earlier this morning. I forgot to dry the top of her head for whatever reason. Well, since it's a late start day today, Beau gets a hot meal. Not a whole lot of steak in there, but maybe enough with this new kibble to get her to eat and enjoy a nice breakfast. Well, we're back at the coal face. The time is 9:15. The climate is 46 degrees Fahrenheit. You ready for your work day, Beau? Poor Rudy. That's snack time for Beau. This is the last of our treats. Gotta get some more. These are Mother Hubbard peanut butter, I believe. They could be cheese. Peanut butter.
What's going on? Hi. Hello. Hi, Bubba's. Hi, Chase on the case and Simba. Hi, boys.
Houston now controlling the flight of integrity on the Artemis 2 mission around the moon. Integrity.
Well, it's quitting time now. Make sure I have my keys. Yep. I'm gonna load the dog up here and take her on home. Then I'm gonna feed her dinner and then get her on the couch. Kind of standard for a work day. Question is Beau gonna load up? Load up. Yeah, I don't know what to do, Beau. There's a dog in the street. It's a good-looking dog, too. But with Beau's behavioral issues, I'll probably have to carry her inside the house. Well, it's Thursday morning, 2 April 2026. Time is 6:14 a.m. Climate is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. We're out here with Beau this morning, starting the typical morning poop walk. It's a little blusterly today. Except for right now, I guess. Okay. The first poop of the day's in the bag. I threw that into a headwind. Almost come back on me. Okay, there's Rudy. Hey Rudy, good morning. Good morning. It's a little windy today. How are you? It's pretty good, I guess. Looks like Beau may have woken up angry this morning. I'll have to review the footage. Y'all at home could just rewind it and review it yourselves if need be. Oops. Beau run off this way far. My guess is she's downwind from another horse poop area. We're gonna have to check it out. It's not good. Beau, let me smell your breath. Hold up. This is the location of yesterday's horse poop. Some mountain bikers come over here and truck logs that we had placed over the horse poop away. That must have been dirty work. And well, we're almost out of the wood section. No hazards spotted this morning. It's been a pretty clean walk, I would say. I would also say it's always good to see Rudy in the morning. It's a magnificent dog, paragon of the breed. Exemplar of the breed. Every day it's brisk like this. It's seasonally low climate. That's partially because of our astronomically high motor fuels taxes, and also because of that war. They both are equally beneficial to the climate, to the global warming of the climate. In fact, it's pretty much the same effect. We need more wars if you want to save the environment and the climate change. However, we are thankful because every day we're out here in the month of April gives us an opportunity to get a April calendar photo for the Rudy and Beau calendar. We're usually not out here in April because of the tick hazard, but like I said, because of the astronomically high California style motor fuels taxes and the ongoing war, that's also keeping the ticks away. Not a big fan of taxes nor wars, but I do see the benefits because the science is clear. Me and you, Rudy. I don't think today is going to be the calendar shot day. Yeah, it's just too damn windy. This reminds me of yesterday, actually. Except for Beau's in a different spot. Well, completed my fitness journey for the day. I'm 31% toward the annual fitness goal. There's a good look at Beau's backside. Hey, Beau, let's have a look at your front side. You want to go to work? No? We're back at the coal face. I'm not going to tell the time in case my boss ever comes across these videos. Come on, Beau.
What's going on? Hi, Chase. Hi, Simba. Hi, Bubba's. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, it is quitting time. I got nothing for you, Beau. We're gonna load Beau out of here and get her home and get her fed. You gotta stay a little later than desired today. It's been busy. Load up. Nicely done, Beau. Well, we haven't been out in the back portion of the estate in 72 hours because of the herbicides that we put down, but it rained twice, and supposedly after a couple hours you're good to go with your dog on the herbicide, but we always err on the side of caution with Beau. It looks like the dandelion there, the patch there, got a little bit taken care of, but they're hardy crops. So we'll have to do some digging, maybe even some mowing this weekend. We don't want to do none of that. I need to fertilize and weed and feed, but I never have the time nor the inclination. Maybe we'll do the front yard. And we also got treats for Beau delivered, hand delivered today. Yeah, she literally just got out of her little bed for the first time this evening. I'm about to put her up to the big bed. Good morning, Beau. Do you want a few more minutes? Here comes a bump. Hold on, Beau. Well, it's Friday morning, 3 April 2026. Time is 6:15. Don't do it, Beau. Could be the creature from under the bridge come down. I didn't see what she's running after. And the climate is 38 degrees Fahrenheit. We're out here with Beau this morning. Just starting the morning poop walk. We made the conscious decision this morning to skip the light up collar. Because now it's getting light enough to not to have to use that on a go forward basis. And that's one way to get the blood flowing in the morning, is to yell at your dog like that. The other way is to poop your dog, and we're hoping that is going to happen here shortly. The first poop of the day is in the bag. Okay, now we're going to cut the coyote corner diagonal. Thinking it's pretty safe now. I think the coyote has moved off to other grounds. Okay, good. I finally caught up to Beau, who's been really on a tear, setting the world on fire with her pace this morning for whatever reason. And I think that reason is probably Rudy, who I'm guessing is out here this morning. Now there is a residual horse poop area. You see right to the right ahead of Beau, those two logs. Those are horse poop covered logs that Rudy's handlers moved that we put up there a couple days ago, and then the mountain bike. Don't do it, Beau! Move it! Ah! As we wait for Rudy, I'm gonna try to move this rock. No, it's not feasible. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a small shovel and start hauling it out here to bury. Beau's on the move. Hey Rudy, good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning, Rudy? Want to grab that ball? Want me to grab the ball? Seriously? Thank you. Can't believe that worked. Well, it's always good to see Rudy in the morning. You can see just how good a dog he is from the backside there, I guess, but all of them's real good. He's always happy, always raring for a walk out in nature. Loves Beau quite a bit, and he's strong. These are all attributes well sought after with the golden retriever breed. And then there's Beau. Surly, disrespectful, mostly lazy. Takes after her handler, actually. Grumpy and mean. Tom Lanzittle's watching this right now. He's gonna hate that I said all that. I am just kidding. Beau's all right. Oh, we made it out through the wood section. The day has broke, and it's been kind of a mellow walk, actually. That's okay. Here comes a devil dog. Beau's prancing, quite pleased with herself, picking on an older dog like that. Someday Beau might get her comeuppance. I'm not sure what day that's going to be. And not necessarily with Rudy. Could be a dog that doesn't know her as well, that she hasn't even met yet. I think Beau and Rudy have known each other for 4 or 5 years now. So Rudy's well aware of Beau's behavioral issues, her oppositional defiance disorder, and other things. Second day in a row, Rudy's jumped up on a rock like that. I like it. Let's get you some real water. Hold on. The walk here is winding down. Beau's back with the ladies. Typical. Hey Rudy, how's it going? Let's load you out. Come on. Oh. Rudy, you want to load up? Don't do it, Beau. Don't do it. Load up, Rudy. Watch this. See that? Nicely done, Rudy. Well, we're back at the coal face. One of 3 of us is real excited to be here. The time is 7:59. We'll probably end up rounding down to 7 for purposes of... Hey, Beau. Beau only goes out the right hand, the passenger side, I guess. God, Rudy is such a happy dog. Well, 1 hour has elapsed since the last time I've seen these 2 dogs, so I'm checking on them. Rudy just picked up his ball. It looks like Beau's about to use her toilet. Yeah. Yeah, now Rudy's using it. Yeah, they're looking for the rabbit. Yeah, looks like Beau's still in the back 40. You better go find Beau, Rudy. I got nothing for you here except for work, hard labor. Rudy, what are you doing with my trash pile? Seriously. Well, Rudy come in there and guilted me into taking care of my trash pile, which I just done. Beau is not amused. She doesn't even want to play ball. Beau, I'm over here. I think Rudy's got both the balls now. No, he had just the one. Nicely done, Rudy. Every time. What's going on? It must be snack time. Shoot. I know, Beau. Hold on. Let's go. Whoa. I had a couple duck treats, but I couldn't locate them. There you go. These are wheat-based dental chews. It's the best I could do, fellas. Forgot to bring in the new supply today. I didn't forget I didn't have the right container to bring them in. We got a little while longer, probably about another hour, Beau. Just hang in there. Where's Rudy? Uh-oh. Rudy! Seriously? Where were you, Rudy? You know you're not supposed to go out front. You know, the Beau video kind of rapidly turns into the Rudy video when Rudy's with us because he's such a good dog. There's Rudy. Rudy, we're gonna load you up, okay? Beau, we're gonna load you out of here also. Come on. They think I'm fooling. There she comes. Nice job, Beau. Rudy, load up. Load up. Come on now, load up. Come on. Load up. Let's go. Rudy. Beau's loaded up. Come on. Rudy. Let's go. Come on. I think next week, actually Rudy's not going to be here next week. I'm leaving town in 2 weeks. I think we need to bring in a bigger bed for Rudy. I think what he's wanted to do this whole time is power nap. Come on, Rudy. Come on. Rudy, Rudy. Come on. Rudy here. Rudy here. Rudy here. Come on. Good job, Rudy. Come on now. Come on. Nicely done, Rudy. This is Rudy's only known neurosis, is not wanting to leave the workplace. Very well done. The two of you. Yeah, we pride ourselves on the concierge door-to-door service. Hey, Beau. Beau. I lost the other dog. There might be cat food or treats or something here in the garage. Beau! Beau! Okay, I truly lost her. Huh. Shoot. Seriously, Beau?
She tricks you, you know.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Bob. Hi, Simba and Chase. Hi, boys. Hi.
Somebody's finally perking up. Looks like. Well, here we are at the base of Rattlesnake Mountain. The time is 2:41 p.m. Climate 61 degrees. I'm hauling water. Otherwise, this would not be possible. You would not want to bring a golden retriever out in this climate. We're doing a little bit of altitude training, which we haven't done in 2 weeks. Beau, come on back. Thank you. This is also a good opportunity for Beau to use the outdoor nature toilets. The plan is not to go to the summit. It kind of levels off this mountain, so we're going to try to see that first peak, which should be, we're hoping, I don't know, Beau, what do you think? 550 feet prominence. And also I'm going to measure the altitude of this first bench in case we ever want to do repeats. It sounds very boring, but we only have 6 weeks till the expedition. 6 weeks come tomorrow. I'm hauling I think it's 1.2 kilos worth of water. That's my guess. I can't remember the actual volume, but we love the French for the metric system. Nice little poop there in the bag. That's second or third of the day. I don't keep track of such things. That's actually convenient. This first bench is 200 feet exactly. It took us 9 minutes. So I can just do that 3 times in probably whatever 9 times 3 is, 27, instead of taking an hour doing the summit. Looks like they regraded and filled in, re-graveled this service road. See that, Beau? It's actually cool. That's not a government thing neither. This is a private organization, the Friends of Badger Mountain, an NGO that did this work. We don't like NGOs unless they're working on things like the climate change and the Badger Mountain gravel. Let's get some water, Beau. Take it all, Beau, come on. No? I got to issue a correction there. This is not the Friends of Badger Mountain work here. That's one dude in a wheelbarrow. I did speak to the fellow that was doing the environmental climate survey up here a couple weeks ago. It's there's some cell towers at the top of this hill. So I'm pretty sure it's a phone company that laid down this gravel. That's my best guess for now. Yeah, you can see she's in the shade there. Yeah, this is brutal. Beau don't even need the training. Yeah, we should be doing our power nap about this time. Unfortunately, we only have the power nap scheduled for Saturday and Sunday. Not sure what she's looking at over there. All right, this is the first false peak. You can see the walk goes yonder, but it doesn't do us no good. So once this levels out, we're gonna check the altitude again. And then in a couple weeks, just do this 4 times in a row and rack up the training. Hey, Beau, let's call this area over here the false summit. We can look at the overlook. Actually, we're gonna go to that false summit right there. I heard some people. I just walked up to make sure there's no rocks. That's it, 608 feet. So this is, we're never gonna go. Dave always used to make us go, there's a dude there, all the way up yonder. I don't see the point in that. You get another 80 feet. So, of course, I got that elevation off. There's a bird, Beau, off a topo map, so I could be wrong. This measuring the little bird, worm, the elevation with the GPS software on my phone. Anyways, that's the work area somewhere over there, just for reference. Yeah, here's another route. I just called Dave Warren. I don't know if you can see that. That path right there. No switchbacks. That's got to be 800 foot. Less snakes. We haven't seen no snakes out here, but this is not really optimal. Whoops. Optimal. All right, the final metrics, 1.59 miles, 48 minutes, and 600 and, what did I say, Beau? 617? We'll go with 608. That's the true elevation change, not counting a little bit of up and down on the way back down. So we're gonna water the dog, and then we have to go find some meat. We do have some rancid meat from last week. We need more. Well, first stop, no luck, nothing rancid. Good looking lamb, legs of lamb legs. I was thinking about smoking a lamb leg on Sunday, but 14 bucks a pound. Seriously, Beau? We can have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Anyway, we got one more stop then. I also got to gas up. And then we're gonna get this dog home and feed her. Seriously, Beau? Yeah, that's a good look at the hill we just went up, I guess. Well, we're back home now. We stopped at 2 places for rancid meat, couldn't find anything. We also looked for lamb leg. Couldn't find anything non-halal. So we're gonna cook up the rancid meat we got last week. And then if we're gonna have a good smoke on Sunday, we still have to find something to smoke. Could be as simple as ribs, but yeah, I just don't know anymore. The time is 4:20. I just fired up the grill. I don't know if you're going to see much of Beau on a go-forward basis this evening. She is tuckered out. We're going to feed her real good, though. And we're going to try to get her on the couch. We got another early night. Most nights are early. For obvious reasons. This is the meat from last week. Pretty good value. It's a pretty good cut. We're not doing any seasoning, nothing. We're just gonna throw it on and cook it. That's what we're doing today. You're drooling. Here's one of the rib steaks. The other one is still resting. Beau will taste test it. I like to cook it a little bit on the rare side because I have to reheat this eventually for burritos and other things. But yeah, the other one's a little thicker, so I'm going to rest it pretty much for another 20 minutes in the foil. The main thing is Beau's finally enjoying dinner. It's a little late. Now we have to assemble a burrito. That's the burrito being assembled. Give you another piece there. And this is the last piece. Okay, we're going to save the rest. Well, I'm sitting on the couch here waiting on Beau. She just woke up from her little post-dinner nap. Now I got to find something we can both agree upon to watch.
What are you guys doing? What's going on? What's going on? That's enough water. Easy. Whoa, easy, Chase. Chase, easy on the leg, okay, bud?
Good morning, Beau. Good morning. Well, it's Saturday, 4 April 2026 morning. Time is 6:03 a.m. and the climate is 38 degrees Fahrenheit. We're out here with Beau this morning, just starting the morning poop walk. I'm just looking for the creature under the bridge. Move it, Beau. I'm losing Beau. I'm hoping that's Rudy up there on a late start. There she is. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened there. Probably delete that clip. What the hell? There's a light there on Badger Mountain for unknown reasons. That's about, I don't know if you see that light on the right flank. That's that 608 foot elevation we did yesterday, more or less. Right left of that lamp pole on the highway. Interesting. All right, the first order of business this morning is to poop Beau. This is the general area where she does prefer to have her first poop of the day. We're gonna keep an eye on things off camera. The first poop of the day is in the bag. That was a kind of a nice moonlit poop toss. I like that. I think that's why it's a little lighter the last couple days. I think it has something to do with the astrological cycles of the moon. And it's not cloudy for some reason today. We do have somewhat of a impactful morning planned, so we don't want to tarry out here too long. However, we do want to see Rudy. We haven't seen Rudy since 2 p.m. yesterday, so it's time. Seriously? All right, we got to get a move on. All All right, now we're cutting the diagonal through the coyote corner. It's been over a week since we've seen the coyote out here. We need to remain vigilant. Hold up, Beau. There's an interesting marine layer yonder. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what that portends. Something climatic, I'm sure. I read this morning that the Australian Prime Minister cut their motor fuels taxes in half temporarily because of the oil shocks worldwide, because of the ongoing special actions. Oops. So look for next summer season in Australia to be a warm one. For sure. I just leashed Beau up. We're approaching the horse poop area. And there's Rudy coming up with his handlers. Huh. Thought Beau would have made her move by now. There she goes. Hey Rudy, good morning. How's it going? Good morning. Okay, both dogs have been watered. I'm guessing Rudy's ready for action now. We seem to have lost Rudy. Hold up, Beau. Hold up. And there's Beau finally. Don't do it, Beau, come on. Let's go find Rudy, come on. I guess we're not going to get a fight out of these dogs today. Rudy's such a good dog. He's going back to the kind of the northwest coyote corner. He's running hard too. We're going to cut this corner here and try to sneak up on him. Now there used to be an encampment yonder in that spoils pile, but local intelligence has indicated that the city elders have cleaned it up. We don't want to know one way or another, really. We're going to bypass the whole darn thing if we can. All right, Beau's gonna enjoy a hot breakfast right here. We're not sure, we're in a quick turnaround situation. We gotta pick up Tom Lanzadel. The D is silent. Beau may or may not be going with us, depending on Dave Warren. He hasn't gotten back to me yet. So anyway, Beau's gonna enjoy a little bit of a hot brunch. Sorry, Beau. The window don't roll down unless the cabin's a little warmer. Nice Ford Ranger right there, Beau. This is not an easy maneuver. Oh. Time now is 7:28. We're 2 minutes ahead of schedule. This is Tom Lanzittel's house. We're picking up Tom. You better sit in the back. And we're gonna do the Colorado Dawn cutoff, shortcut. See that, Beau? Hey, Simba, good morning. Hey, Chase, what's happening?
Well, who's that? Well, who's that? Hi, Beau. Chase, easy, bud. Hi. 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 Chase, easy. Easy, easy. Easy, Beau. Chase. Good Beau.
It's happening again. If I stay perfectly still. Oh. Okay, guys, we'll be back in about an hour and a half, okay? Beau, you're in charge. That was clay shooting. That guy ain't ever gonna die. Oh, we're back at Chase and Simba's house. We saw Beau driving up from the other way. Looks like these boys were, and the girl. Look at Simba. Okay, let's let him out, I guess. Hey, Simba. You gonna be friendly or you gonna attack me again like you did earlier this morning? Everybody come out! Ah! Okay, come on, guys. We gotta show no fear when Simba is near. And Beau, apparently. Did you have a nice time with the boys, Beau? Hey, Simba. My power nap buddy.
What have you guys been doing, huh?
Well, Beau was standing out in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
So you're right, Dave. They figured Beau would be outside in nature. Simba's got himself a big stick.
Whoa, yeah. You gotta watch out. Simba pokes him in his eye out with a stick.
Nice job, Beau.
Good boy, Chase. Good boy.
Oh, I remember. I've been here. Look out, Beau.
Yeah, Beau's a brave dog to be flaunting that stick in front. Hold on, Chase. Oops. Delete that one. Well, we're back home now. I'm going to show you the rancid meat haul. Been looking at these bone-in ribeyes all week, but originally 58 bucks, 18, 50 bucks, 16. Significant savings. I also got some fun hot boneless chicken wings, also rancid. This is for Tom Lanzadel, the D silent. I ran into the Girl Scouts. He's gonna enjoy those. And I also got some rancid flavorless chicken strips, chicken tenders breaded, just to make sure he's got good soft foods in his household. Checking on Beau again. She's had a pretty impactful morning like we thought she was going to have with the boys. The time now is 11:20, and that means time for a late morning power nap. Got to get the fan on for Beau here. Seriously? Okay, that's her front end there. The power nap's over. A lot of times it's hard to tell the front end from the back end. If you have an orange furry dog like this in the bed. So our batteries are charged again. Yeah. We're going to have to do something about this lawn at some point. This is the damage I done on Sunday. Yeah. Seriously, Beau? Well, I went and picked up a visitor, a guest for Beau. Yeah, and it's Tom Lanzadel. The D is still silent.
Oh, you found
You
it?
had those the whole time?
Yep.
Oh,
I got
should've
two
known.
more. Two more in my.
Well,
other
look
pocket.
at her, the little piglet starving. Give her more.
Hold on. Hold on.
Take what's yours, Beau. Come on. Do what I taught you. Knock them down if you need to. Come on now. Yeah, it's a hard ball to...
Gonna be goofy. And that's an indoor toy, isn't it?
No, that's a indoor-outdoor. The indoor toys are the stuffies. Well, you're talking about the rabbit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's actually on the pink square ball. She doesn't like tennis balls. She likes the high-end stuff because she's a princess. Now it's dinner time for Beau. Pretty much the same menu as last night.
Shooting through the blueberry bushes. Hi, Beau. There's a hit at 150. And it's a different color.
The coughing was a nice touch. That's Tom Lanzadel. The D is silent. Smoke break time. Our mind just wandered on her again. Well, the evening is drawing to a conclusion here. We're going to send Mr. Tom home in the Uber. So, Beau, you got 1 minute of quality time left with Tom.
Oh, I see you.
Indoor toy, Beau. With your other ones. That's a good pull right there, Beau. Good morning, Beau. Good morning. Late start Sunday.
Simba. Bad dog. Bad dog. Bad. He was bad, wasn't he? Yeah.
Well, the dinner menu is set. I know it's a little early to be thinking about dinner, but we got to prep the meat. Rancid ribeyes. We're going to smoke a little bit of German sausages and mix it with the mac and cheese. Trying to invent a new dish for me, anyways. Smoky German sausage mac. Probably go ahead and throw some artisan cheese in there too. We're kind of in a holding pattern for now. Beau's enjoying the sunrise, even though she don't look it. Hey, Samson, what's happening? Good morning. Whoa, a little bit of Simba in him today. Well, it's Easter Sunday morning coming down, 5 April 2026. Quarter to 8 a.m. and the climate is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. That there is Samson. That there's Beau. We're out here this morning, altitude training. That's the route. It's daunting, but we have undaunted courage out here this morning. Oops. Oh, we're waiting on a third dog. Beau. That's Colorado Mom and Buddy. She's gonna drop Buddy off so he can get his own altitude training in this morning. Buddy's a good dog. Strong. And conscientious. Hey Buddy, what's happening? Good morning. Yeah, I've lost all the conditioning I gained on Friday for whatever reason.
Where?
Right down the summit almost. A dude and a dog. Okay, this is the first water break stop. We're hauling 3 kilos of water. 1 kilo per dog.
Now your tail's in the way.
Seriously? Now, Buddy don't drink that much, but we'll try to
Why
force.
are you whining?
Is that Beau or Buddy?
Buddy, he's
Oh,
crying.
he's excited.
He's crying. He's like, he doesn't keep moving, man. Samson, what the hell?
Such a good dog. I could probably do this in 20 minutes if I wasn't hauling 2.5 keys in my rucksack. We got some bitch coming down on the trail there. All right, let's move.
I'll say that'll be He's falling down the hill. Because you're taking a picture of it.
No, I gotta have no tread on my shoes, Don.
That too.
Yeah, the going is treacherous. Well, this is taking a quick break before the summit push and waiting on Samson.
Holding us up, Samson.
Beau's waiting on us, and Buddy's waiting on Beau. I'm gonna beat Beau. Ha ha! 21-minute ascent. Pretty good. Well, now we're headed back, taking the long route though. Only because we have the dogs out here with us today. Normally I would just go down. Actually, I've never done that before, but because I've never done this without dogs, because that'd be silly.
No. I don't like it.
Quiet Dawn, this is Dog Tarpy Gold. A little bit of coyote poop is what Samson was rolling in there, if you're wondering. Yeah, I'm complaining that we're walking about 3 unnecessary miles that don't really come into altitude training. Well, this is more dog walking section of the morning, I guess. My training is complete for the day.
You went the wrong way. He loves to run, and then now he pays for it. He's waiting for the next 2 days.
Yeah, he's not the only one. Buddy's in Beau stance there. That's typically what she'd want to do. Oh yeah. It's up there somewhere, yeah. We're looking at the dog and the dude. See the dog right there? We're almost at the Kevin cutoff here. The walk is getting extremely boring. And Buddy's the only one that's really moving with any alacrity. He is kind of a high energy dog. Let's see if we get these two. Go on, Beau. Colorado Dawn is discussing the mountain flowers or some damn thing. I thought she was talking about the dogs there, but no. Okay, here's the, hey buddy, you're at the cutoff. I was just remarking, I can't believe we used to do that longer loop. Pre-cutoff era. We're all about efficiencies and altitude training. This is not really that efficient, actually.
I know they like lower altitudes.
Yeah, the question now is, do rattlesnakes go in the highlands or do they go here in the flatlands? I got a trekker.
It's the best spot out here for these pups.
Don't do it, Beau. That was Remy, a female wire-haired griffon. He told us that the other sons of bitches ahead of us is a lady and a mean dog. So we're gonna continue our walk. Well, we got one little hillock ahead of us, and I think maybe another second hillock after that one, and then we're gonna be done with this walk. It's getting really tedious. Dawn, how you doing back there?
I'm dying, I gotta pee.
Anyway, if you want to know about a weak bladder, talk to Colorado Dawn.
That's not true.
Okay, we summited that hillock with no problems, really. Buddy is far ahead. Oh, there he is. Nice job, buddy. Good boy. Okay, we're approaching the second hillock summit. Did a lot of yelling off camera because of Beau. She wants this hike to be over with, as do we all, I think. Except for Buddy, is my guess. Well, got Sansom on my lap here. We're resting up in his house right now. There's Buddy. No clue where Beau is. There she is. Yeah, I gotta feed Beau real quick here. Look at her, she's starving. Oh. Such a good dog. Well, time to feed the starving dog. She's having a combination of steak and kibble. She did pretty good today. 4 miles, 2 hours, 804 feet net elevation. Beau's moving quite slow. I think she needs to recharge her batteries. The time is 10:54 a.m. Ample time for a morning power nap. Well, Beau, your reeds and your clover is mowed. You can get you some water. Well, we're done with being outside for the day. Well, I did have to go outside again. I had to water that tree in the front yard. Beau was supervising from the indoors. We got to shut all this down. Stop the UV. Hey, I'll lift you down, Beau. Hold on. It's a little better. Limits the climate from coming inside. We got about another, we have 54 minutes before we're going to do something interesting with those ribeyes today, Beau. We're going to put a pre-smoke on them. I ain't never done anything like that. It'll be pretty interesting. All right. Couch time in a few minutes. The German sausages are done. I'm going to put them in the foil like that there. But this is the interesting thing we're going to do right now. We're going to put these ribeyes right here on the smoker and just put a little smoke on them before we grill them. Never done this before, never even thought to do it before, but it'll be interesting to see if this imparts any other taste. You can see pretty well marbled. This is a skinny one. I'm going to put that over there. Yeah, it don't really matter, do it? No, don't. All right. Well, what I did is I layered the smoked German sausages and some artisan sharp cheddar cheese. I need a bigger glass container, I think. This is just the first attempt. I'm going to probably do better down the line. I'm going to put it in the oven and bake it for reasons that are not really clear to me. But I'm just working on another side dish for when the barbecue season starts, I guess. Which for some stupid reason coincides with the bad season. So you bring people over here and it's hot and awful. There's the German sausage end. How you like that? Okay, so now we're gonna get the grill on. Here it comes. Good job. Good job, Chase. Nice work, boys. I'm not sure what I did here was right, but it's worth a shot. The meat is so rancid. No real risk. It's gonna be pretty good though, I'm thinking. That's why I normally don't cook ribeyes. Fatty as all heck, and so what you have here is ignition of the fat. So it's fine. We're gonna get it nice and charred. See that char? Yeah. Well, here's one of them cut up. Obviously, there's a lot of fat. I'm not gonna even give that to Beau. As always, Beau will do the taste test. This is probably the tenderest meat you've ever had. It might be a little too rich for her bowels, so she's got a mixture of German sausage, which she's had many times, some ribeye, her kibble, and her medicines. Well, just so my mom knows I'm eating well. That's a Easter dinner. We got less than 6 weeks. We got 5 weeks and 6 days till the Alpine Summit, and so we are kind of going keto. That's an almost 100% keto meal with the exception of the pasta, of course. Yeah, that's a pretty good looking plate, Beau. Yep, so that's the problem, Beau. I know you self-regulate, but you got to eat that kibble. You're giving you less and less kibble. Seriously, at least she ate her medicines. All right. Full disclosure, I can't eat all this. We're going to reserve that for steak sandwiches. So I got 3 of these steaks left. So we're going to have to do... I had a huge breakfast, unfortunately. It's kind of ruined this. But I did get all that mac and cheese in my belly. So it was pretty good. I always thought the kernels of this macaroni would be bigger. I haven't had macaroni and cheese since college. They look small, but maybe because I'm just a larger gentleman now. You can have one more. Okay, let's pack this up. Well, bone in. So, Beau, you're gonna enjoy a bone on the carpet area, I guess. Beau hardly does real bones anymore, but she can have this as a special treat. Yeah, just thinking about her teeth. She's missing a front tooth like Tom Lanzadel. The D is silent. Happened a couple years ago. I think my baby brother's chickens, when they attacked her, tore out one of her teeth. Tore out a tooth. Beau, I'm getting the TV on now. I finally was able to reach my mom, so we were on the phone for quite a while, which has made Beau a little angry. Come on. So she just went up and got some water. I literally just turned the TV on, Beau. What is it? There we go. So we're going to try to squeeze in 1 hour of TV. Seriously?